Okay, we should be live. We'll do something quickly because we don't have much time. If you have any questions, do join in for a chat. But yes, we have this, as you know, we're working on this website called bionichaos.com. Go check it out. Now, this is the kind of this type of tools that we have on the site, like this webcam eye tracking detection. Can adjust your parameters, and the code will be all in JavaScript, so you can have the code as well. So we're doing all the development using ChatGPT and Claudette. Now we'll just try something quick before we get timed out. We'll just chat with it live. Okay, so we are live streaming at the moment. If you can do quick responses addressing the viewer directly.
Yep.
That's great. Can you give one sentence about the website that we are developing and mention the name, because I always mispronounce the name.
Sure. The website we're developing is bionichaos.com, focusing on open source biomedical data processing and biotech projects.
Okay, so yeah, the robot can spell the name properly. That's great. So if we would like new ideas, well, we had some ideas in the works, but yeah, we just want to show an example of how code development with AI works. So if you can give us some ideas of what's currently not available on the website, but should be part of it, mainly in terms of web applications.
Yep.
Hey, can you respond?
Got it?
Yep. I forgot what was the code name for you to actually start talking, start responding longer sentences.
Got it.
Okay, can you give me a summary?
Sure. To recap, you're looking for new web application ideas that can be integrated into bionichaos.com. You'd like these ideas to illustrate AI-assisted development processes. Now, what kind of biomedical data or gamification elements do you think would be most engaging for users?
Okay, so can you quickly say what's currently covered on the websites and make new suggestions? We're looking at the HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and JSON alone as short web applications that could be deployed straight away, but don't generate any code in your response. We'll have another developer doing the coding. Is that clear?
Yep.
Yeah, can you respond?
Got it.
Okay, there's something in the...
Yep.
Wait a sec. Okay, one sec.
Got it.
We'll just put it on pause for a sec. Yeah, we had those custom instructions for it. In voice conversation, I want you to acknowledge what I say, simply by responding yep and nothing more until I explicitly call you and say got it. Okay, got it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, can you answer my question?
Absolutely. You're looking for new web application ideas for bionichaos.com that can be built using HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and JSON. These ideas should be deployable immediately and demonstrate AI-assisted development. For example, you might consider tools for real-time EEG analysis, interactive biomedical data visualization, or gamified learning modules for health education. Does that align with what you're aiming for?
Yeah, can you give me more specific examples? Just a list, a quick list.
Got it. You could consider an interactive ECG simulator, a tool for visualizing EEG waveforms, a simple health data tracker with gamified goals, or a web app for teaching anatomy through interactive diagrams.
Okay, so currently we have a lot of these tools already. We're looking for something quick and easy, just as a demo. How about showing how
Yep,
hearing aids work? How about showing how hearing aids work?
got it.
Yeah, can you respond?
Got it, absolutely. Demonstrating how hearing aids work could be a great idea. You could create a simple web app that simulates how different frequencies are amplified or how noise reduction works in various environments using interactive controls for users to explore. Does that sound like what you're looking for?
Yes, but can you ask me questions as about it? So we would like to expand on it.
Got it. What specific aspects of hearing aids would you like to highlight? Are you thinking about demonstrating different amplification levels, noise reduction features, or how they adjust in various environments?
Well, yeah, we'd like to show how the sound is being processed by a hearing aid. Can you ask me more specific questions?
Yep,
Can you actually do it?
got it?
Okay, we really need to remove
Yep,
the custom instructions. Obviously, do not work. Come. Okay, we just remove it. Might need to start the new. Yeah, I'll just start a new chat quickly. Okay, can you quickly explain how a hearing aid works?
sure. A hearing aid works by amplifying sound to help individuals with hearing loss. It consists of a microphone that picks up sound from the environment, a processor that amplifies and adjusts the sound based on the user's needs, and a speaker that delivers the amplified sound into the ear. Modern hearing aids can also filter background noise and enhance speech, making it easier for users to hear conversations.
Okay, I would like to develop. Don't. So we are live streaming at the moment, so we're just having a chat about it. So text only, only verbal responses without actually code. We would like eventually to come up with instructions as to for another developer to develop a web application that will show how a hearing aids operate, how they process the sound. But for now, can you just ask me a rapid questions about this web application?
Certainly. What key functionalities would you want the web application to have to demonstrate how hearing aids operate?
Okay, I would like to show actually sound processing, like the engineering, the data processing through the web application. But can you ask me more specific questions?
Sure. Would you like the application to visually represent the stages of sound processing, like input, amplification, and output?
Yes, that's right. I wanted to. Would you recommend using the device microphone or something else?
Using the device's microphone would be a great way to capture live sound input, making the demonstration more interactive. Are you aiming to include real-time audio processing in the application?
Well, we already have a cochlear implant simulator that does a bit of that, and that's using microphone. I was thinking also an option to have pre-recorded sounds. What do you think?
Incorporating pre-recorded sounds would offer users a consistent experience and allow them to compare how different sound inputs are processed by the hearing aid. This would also be useful for demonstrations where a live microphone isn't practical. Do you want the application to have a toggle between live and pre-recorded sounds?
Yeah, that sounds good. What other features could it have? Can you ask me more questions about it?
Certainly. Would you like to include visual representations of sound waves to show how they change through each processing stage?
Yes, that will be good.
Great. Would you also like to include an option to simulate different levels of hearing loss, so users can see how the processing changes based on the user's hearing profile?
Yes, that would be great. And also, we already have a hearing test web application on the website. So potentially, you could have imported the audiogram from that test. What do you think of that?
Importing the audiogram from the hearing test would be a great feature. It would personalize the experience, allowing users to see how their specific hearing profile affects sound processing. Would you like to integrate this feature to provide a tailored simulation for each user?
We don't have users per se, so each session is independent. There's no login.
Got it. In that case, you could allow users to upload their audiogram from the hearing test directly within the session.
Yeah,
This
that's
way,
right.
each
That sounds better. So can we move on to the next step? What would be the steps in developing this web application?
the next step would be to define the application's architecture and user interface. Would you like to start by outlining the main components and how they interact with each other?
Yeah, we don't want to go into the code yet, just in general terms.
Sure. Generally, you'd start by deciding on the user interface layout, including elements like the sound input options, visualizations, and controls. Next, you'd plan how the sound processing stages will be represented visually and how the audiogram will be imported and used. Is there a specific feature you'd like to focus on first?
Okay, so the audiogram, the other tool is exporting an audiogram as an image, so I'm not sure if that can be used. Probably not ideal.
Using an image of the audiogram might limit interactivity. A better approach could be exporting the audiogram data in a format like JSON or CSV, which would allow the web application to read and process it dynamically. Would that be feasible for your existing tool?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll have to update the hearing test tool as well, because currently it's only exporting. It has an option to download the audiogram as an image, but we will need to have another option to export as JSON. But yeah, if we can mock something up for this development, that should be fine.
Updating the hearing test tool to export the audiogram as JSON sounds like a solid plan. For development, you can mock up the JSON data to represent different hearing profiles. Would you like to outline the structure of this JSON data for your developer?
No, I'll let the developer to sort it out. Can we outline the whole web application structure first?
Absolutely. The web application structure could consist of several key components: a user interface with options to upload an audiogram and select sound input methods, a visualization area for showing sound waves and processing stages, and a simulation module that processes sound based on the uploaded audiogram data. Does this outline match your vision for the app?
Yeah, can you expand on that? I wasn't really listening.
Sure. The web application could have a user interface where users can upload their audiogram and choose sound input methods, like live or pre-recorded sounds. There would be a visualization area to show sound waves and processing stages. Finally, a simulation module would process the sound based on the audiogram data. Does that help clarify the structure?
Yeah, okay, so you are saying that the parameters of the sound amplification will depend on the imported audiogram.
Exactly. The parameters for sound amplification in the simulation would be tailored according to the imported audiogram. This way, the web application can simulate how sound is processed based on different levels of hearing loss.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Can we move on? What would be, we essentially would like to outline the whole structure for the web application.
To outline the whole structure, you can start with the main components, a user interface that allows audiogram uploads and sound input selection, a visualization module for displaying sound waves and processing stages, and a simulation engine that adjusts sound based on the audiogram. You might also include a settings panel for customization. Does this give a clear overview of the structure?
Yeah, can you expand? We would like the final structure. Yes, a user interface that allows audiogram upload. Otherwise, we need like the mock-up audiogram. I'm not sure if the audiogram should be displayed. Yeah, we want the audiogram to be displayed on the front panel. Then we have, well, I'm not sure about what do you mean by sound input. Sound input selection. Yeah, we're selecting pre-recorded waveforms, which we will find some, we'll have some to select from, but also an option to use the microphone of the device. Now the visualization model displaying sound waves and processing stages. Yeah, so we would like to expand on that.
Certainly. For the user interface, you'd have an area for audiogram upload and display, so users can see their hearing profile. For sound input selection, you'd offer options like pre-recorded waveforms and live microphone input. The visualization module would show sound waves as they are processed, with different stages represented visually to help users understand how sound is being modified. Would you like to include interactive elements, like sliders or buttons, for adjusting parameters during the simulation?
Okay, can we actually provide all the details for the whole structure? Yeah, all the technical details, please.
Since you prefer to leave the technical coding details to your developer, here's a high-level overview of the web application structure. 1. User interface. Audiogram upload. Allow users to upload or select a mock audiogram, displaying it on the front panel. Sound input selection. Options for pre-recorded waveforms and live microphone input. Controls. Interactive elements like sliders or buttons to adjust sound parameters. 2. Visualization module. Display sound waves and processing stages visually. Show real-time modifications based on the audiogram data. 3. Simulation engine. Process sound input based on the audiogram, simulating different levels of hearing loss. Adjust sound amplification and output accordingly. Would you like to refine or add anything to this structure?
Okay, forget what I said about no technical details. Yeah, I would like the technical details. Or shall we just... No, wait a sec. Yeah, I'll close that for a sec. Doing... an overview of the whole web app.
The web application is an interactive hearing aid simulator designed to demonstrate how hearing aids process sound. It allows users to experience real-time sound amplification and filtering, tailored to an audiogram that represents hearing loss profiles. Users can either use their device's microphone for live sound input or select pre-recorded audio samples. The application processes these sounds based on frequency-specific gain values derived from the audiogram, simulating how hearing aids amplify certain frequencies to improve clarity. The interface includes controls for adjusting parameters, visualizations to display sound waveforms at different processing stages, and real-time updates reflecting changes in user settings. Users can also download their audiogram visualization as an image for reference. Overall, the application serves as both an educational tool and a demonstration of core hearing aid functionalities.
Wait, we're now going places. That's not quite accurate. That's not quite accurate. Okay, can we update a few things? So first of all, the web application file structure should be simple, just 4 files, your HTML, JavaScript, JSON file, and CSS, all in separate files. Maybe you can update the instructions that way. The other thing is that the visualization is, I'm not sure if we would have any download options. Maybe, but yeah, maybe eventually we will have the audiogram from a hearing test being translated essentially into the parameters of the hearing aid setup. Can you update and instruct the instructions accordingly?
Got it. The web application will have a simplified structure with just 4 core files, one for the HTML layout, one for JavaScript handling functionality and interactions, one JSON file to store audiogram and hearing aid parameters, and one CSS file for styling. The visualization will focus on showing sound waveforms and how they're processed in real time based on the audiogram data. We'll hold off on emphasizing download options for now, but they could be added later if it fits the workflow. The key functionality will revolve around translating an audiogram, either uploaded or generated from a hearing test, into specific hearing aid parameters. These parameters will control how frequencies are amplified or adjusted to match different hearing profiles. Does that align with your vision?
Yes, that sounds good. I would also like to develop for mobile first, so it looks...
Go on. What else would you like to adjust?
Yeah, I would like to develop for mobile first, so it works okay on small screen, but then also if the screen is larger, we could show more information, but the user interface should be highly interactive and engaging.
Got it. The web app will follow a mobile-first design approach, ensuring it works smoothly on smaller screens with a clean, user-friendly interface. On mobile devices, essential features like sound input selection, audiogram visualization, and basic controls will be prioritized. As the screen size increases, additional details and insights, like more in-depth waveform visualizations or parameter adjustments, can be displayed without cluttering the interface. Interactivity will remain a priority across all screen sizes, with intuitive controls and responsive feedback to keep users engaged. Does this match what you had in mind?
Okay, we have the instructions.
Perfect. With the simplified file structure, mobile-first design, dynamic scaling for larger screens, and a
Okay, we'll shut that up for a sec. Okay, we'll move to Claude. Let's see. We do a single prompt with Claude. We do a single prompt. Okay, it's doing the HTML. It ignored the instructions for separate CSS file. It's writing the script in the same file, in the same code. Okay. Okay, we won't be able to start microphone. There's no demo sound. That's wrong. That is wrong. But the question is it complete code? Yes. Okay, let's have to finish soon, so quickly pop it into our code. Okay, we're ready. We already have a hearing aid. One, two. So this will be using the microphone. Yeah, it's not very useful. I'll close this one. Yeah, I'll have a bunch of hearing aids by the sound of it. This one is also a single HTML file. Because the previous was only 236 lines of code and the new one 392. Okay. One, two. One, two. One, two. Okay. One, two, one, two. Okay, we have the waveform, that's fine, that's easy. Frequency gates. So everything is currently at 0 dB. 0 dB. Okay. This might be. So I kind of like it. the idea of it, because you can adjust specific frequencies, gain, 1 2 testing, and you have presets, but the presets are not actually doing anything. And there's no demo at the moment. At the moment, 1 2 1 2 1 2. I like the idea of it. Yeah, we can stop it for a sec. Yeah, because it must be very annoying. But yeah, we'll have a... Wait, let's restart. Yeah, we have a waveform. What's the gain currently doing? Gain is 0. So I should be able to hear myself. Okay. Now it's... Yeah, it's a bit weird. Anyway, have to test that code. I actually told it to originate. So what we did, which I'll sum up quickly. Yeah, we had a chat with GPT-4o, the voice model, assuming it is 4o. We asked for a hearing aid application. So we already have this audiogram on our website. It's working fine. You can actually do your own hearing test, obviously not calibrated. Then the idea is that you can export this. Currently you can only export it as an image. We need to update it so you can also export as JSON data file. As JSON data file, and then pop it into your hearing simulator. It will adjust the frequency gains for you based on your audiogram. And Bob your uncle, you could use your use this thing as a hearing aid as such, so it will amplify whatever is coming into the microphone. Currently it's my voice, but it could be anything else. And we will go from there. Yeah, there's currently some sort of weird, it's called like a attack timing. So there's some sort of delay in the processing. 1 2 testing. 1 2. Yeah, now it's amplifying. Yeah, it's really annoying. It actually takes some time to work. Yep, demo sound. We'll play some demo. This will be your audiogram. And essentially we'll be showing the processing of how the processing of sound is happening within a hearing aid. But yeah, we need to do another session on this. But now we got some better idea. We did the code was generated by Claude, single prompt, single shot prompt. Was ChatGPT generated all the instructions. It did ignore making separate files. It shoved everything into one HTML. It's a bit weird. Oops. Yeah, and it's trying to deploy on its own. It's trying to deploy on its own server. Obviously, it doesn't work. Well, because there's no microphone access Yeah, so it's giving errors. So not sure what's the point. Why is it even trying to do it? But okay. Anyway, we will continue this next time. So far, go check out the website. Lots of interesting tools. Don't forget to provide your feedback. See you later. Bye.